Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another MLB Innings video. Today, we are actually not doing any packs. We are doing a bit different video. I did put out a post a few days ago, or actually, no, it's been a while now. Asking what kind of content you guys wanted to see more. So the main one was, besides packs, was team reviews. So we have 3 teams that we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing 2018's Blue Jays, Goldy Fan's Cardinals, and Orca, his Dodgers. So these are all guys from different discords within the Innings community. So first off, we're going to start with 2018 Jays since he was the first to request. This is really slow. Awesome. Okay. So starting off, I do see Pilar on the bench. So let's see. I'm going to assume batter's chemistry. Yep. So that's already a good start. Batter's chemistry is something everybody should aim for. It's something super valuable, and I think every team needs to have it, whether you get it early on or late. I think it's super valuable. But let's start with Merrifield. So obviously with Merrifield, 23 second base, left field options. Not a bad train. Hold on, let's see these trainers. So yeah, high eye trainers, pretty good, pretty even train. I think this card is 5 tool, if I remember seeing at one point. It doesn't. Born to be a Star, Master Base BIU. So MBT does not really work on this card. It's low, obviously. I would say blue for something else. BAU is decent. It's better-ish as a third, not really. Like, it's good. Definitely don't get rid of that. But you'll definitely want to blue off of MBT. And then Table Setter Masterclass, high percentage. So that's good. And it has second base option, so he has Merrifield at second. So in right field, hitting second is Teoscar 18. Bad ball hitter, BIU 628 with a line drive machine special trainer. So that's a pretty good spot there. It's not bad. Obviously, this isn't an amazing card. The set's really low. So I would say, first off, you want to aim for a higher set. Obviously, there's definitely different needs, potentially. Guys who don't have legend sets, you might aim for, which is stuff I have done on some of my teams personally. Get a legend set, get it useful, and then work on another guy, which is perfectly okay. But definitely down the line, because he is a SIG, you will want to re-roll that. In terms of the train, I would potentially retrain it, or maybe change the trainers a little bit to get I definitely a little higher. Probably aim for less power and contact, maybe power especially, out of the trainers. I like 120 speed at minimum, really, for corner outfield. So probably a lot less field. If you could swap, field and speed, that would have been amazing. So I would say same train, do I, con or power 2, I first, but then have speed at a close fourth. Get that over 120 since he is at right field and not in center field, and it would be a little better, especially because he also has barrel it up. The higher you get, obviously it's not too low for the contact. The higher you get within the bonus, the better he could perform. Now we have Tony Fernandez, rest in peace, Babble Hitter Prediction 5 tool. So with this card, he doesn't really hit a good prediction bonus. It is a low set. Well, not low. It's 331. So it's not the worst. You definitely don't need to blue it yet. It could definitely be worse. I'm going to double check. I think this does hit the BIU bonus, or the 5 tool bonus, sorry. Because these two, power and I, are the lowest. Yeah, definitely. And then, so yeah, it looks good. I would definitely get a special trainer on him, whether it's a position one or not. It's better to have a special trainer. Wow, that's a lot of power and I though. But it's definitely better to have a special trainer than the just normal trainers, even if it sacrifices stats. Definitely will help the performance a lot more. So I think that's one thing. Definitely a good set for now. You don't really need to worry about bluing out prediction. And he has a signature, of course, so that also helps. Next we have DH is Jose Bautista 11 Prime. Another low set, Born to be a Star, Spotlight Charisma, and he has a line drive machine trainer, which is nice. Yeah, the contact's too low to get to what was that? Oh my god. 78, yeah. But still a really good trainer nonetheless. Pretty good train. Contact could probably be a little higher, just because it is lower than power and I significantly. The trainers aren't bad, but since he is at DH, obviously you don't need any speed or field. So you could always retrain, aim for contact 1, power 2, I 3, and even try to get lower on the fielding side. You don't have BIU, so you don't have to worry about speed. So that's something I could do. You could do for that. Next, we got Donaldson out of game. Um, not a black diamond set, of course, because he's a gold, a diamond, normal diamond. But charisma's not bad. Strength and strength, it's okay on already. It's not really ideal, but it definitely could be worse. An A special, it's not bad if you go against a high sig picture. It's obviously not a great skill, but it definitely could be worse. The train's nice. I do like the train. Power 1, that's all right. Definitely has high power, but at least contact and I are similar. You definitely could maybe even lower power a little more, keep it a little more even, do less speed, and add to the field. But that's not really, you don't need to necessarily. And then you have a hitting expert, lowish numbers. It's not bad. Diamond trainer is a diamond trainer. And from the looks of it, you might not have anything better necessarily. Now we have Gritchik at the 6th spot. Batting machine, BIU, and prediction. Prediction does not work because it is terrible. His eye. Pretty good for a normal card. No really like boost stats. I like the train a lot. I think trainer-wise, you could maybe do a little more speed, but because he's a normal, I probably wouldn't because his hitting stats will definitely need the help, realistically. And then you have a line drive machine, so that's really nice. Just barely gets the eye threshold. So yeah, I mean, mostly for the hitting side, you just need more black diamond cards, more black diamond sets. Now we have another one, charisma batting machine. It looks like all your special training is maxed out, which is good. That is definitely something you want to have. We have a gold home run hitter. I like that. That's a good one. I do like the train a lot as well. He is in center, and his stats are definitely lower for speed and fielding, which does kind of suck. I wouldn't say put Teoscar in because he's not any better, and Gutchik's not any better either. So you kind of just have to make do with what you have here for speed and fielding with the normals. But otherwise, it looks fine. Just need some black diamond sets. Vladdy 21, 5-tool charisma, prediction. Prediction should be solid on him. I would honestly redo the base stat adjust if you have to get eye higher, since he has prediction. He doesn't really need the power boost. I think, and then 5-tool obviously doesn't really play into it. You can't really train this card for 5-tool, so there's no point. But I would definitely try to base stat to eye to get that up. Unless your diamond trainer doesn't need the power base stat adjust, so I would definitely try to get the eye up as high as you can without using a legend stat adjust. You can probably get it up 3, 4, and that'll be good. 77, 78, and that'll probably improve him a little bit. And then finally we have Danny Jansen. That's really good. I'm wondering if you got this from that event where you get to pick the skill set. Laser beam 5 to charisma, pretty much exactly what you want. Super high fielding, again, exactly what you want. Sacrifice all the hitting, but that looks good. Probably get him to finish his special training, get laser beam to 8, and you're looking good. Then we have Biggio on the bench. Eventually get him up. I would probably put him in the outfield, honestly. I think his fielding is definitely worse than Merrifield. I mean, fielding and speed, but I would definitely throw him in the outfield when you get the grade increase for him, since that obviously needs help. You could even put Merrifield and put Biggio at second. Either or works, but you do definitely need a bit of fielding at second. So him having this much fielding is definitely good to have at second. So then you can just train a bit of speed with trainers or train. Even this looks good to finish eventually with just left side and do trainers to speed and throw them in the corner outfield. Now for the pitching side, definitely looks a little better. Full black diamond rotation. He's got Clemens, he's got Price, and he does have a legend closer, which is also nice. But starting off with what should be his ace is Robbie Ray. Nice fireballer, boss touch, and we have a corner work master, gold diamond trainer. Wow, I'm slow. Gold trainer, sorry. And train looks really good. 29 to the left. It's not bad. And then a bit high to the right, but you do have what looks like decent-ish trainers. Yep. Touch isn't amazing without ace, but it definitely is good enough. I wouldn't even bother touching this set 3 through 3. The only way I touch a set is if you have a ton of blues or you have premium blues, but I'm pretty sure this team is free to play, so you shouldn't have premium blues. Next up, we got Stroman, another decent train, not a bad card. I have the same one on my OGJs. Slow starter, mess, ace. If I were you, I would short slow starter and put to mess to 7. Slow starter does very, very well. Shorted, I mean mess does well shorted as well, but in this case, I think I would do slow starter shorted to 5, and then get mess to 7. Keep ace at 8. And then for the trainer, you have Deception Specialist. It's not bad. Corner Work Master, Overwhelming Pressure would be the best. They are the 2 best pitcher ones. So if you could get one of those on, that'd be good. Not a silver, of course, but those would definitely be useful. Now we have Ryu. Not a horrible train, but also not amazing. That's a lot of stamina. I'm not really sure why you have that much stamina from the trainers. Maybe it could just be those are the ones you had to work with. But I'd definitely work off the stamina trainers, get a lot more location, and a lot more velocity if you can. You have Dom Finn. That's not a great combo, but it is fine. Even in this case, you could even short slow starter again and then max Dom and then have Finn at 7. Either or really works. I would try to get off Finn or Dom sooner rather than later. Finn is the better skill, so keeping Finn is definitely an option. It is nerfed highly at higher levels, but I think for where this team is at, Finn would probably be the better choice to keep, but that's my opinion because it is the better skill. But you could go either way. For the gold trainer, you have a corner master, beautiful. Next, we have Clemens, Fireballer, Dom, Boss. I like that you shorted Dom and maxed Boss. That's exactly what you should do. Bat Breaker, not bad. Train is all right. I definitely work on your base side. Just doesn't really need extra fastball. I would just go to the left side more. Honestly, even though it's a high or low stamina train, I would honestly retrain it. It's 28 to the left, but it's also 26 to the right, which is a little high. You don't really need that much, especially for a normal. If you need it to hit S tier pitches, I understand because it is a normal. He doesn't get extra boost and stuff like that, so I can understand. That's a lot of break, which I would assume goes to getting S tier. But I would honestly retrain it. I would go velocity 1, location 2, break 3, and then have trainers balanced out. Try to get that left side up as much as possible without sacrificing S tier pitches. And then finally, you have David Price, prime out of game. This is a good train. I like it. I'm gonna assume this is Finn. No Finn, but slow starter, silver boss. For this, pretty much just work on a higher set. Nasty pitch, not bad. Decent percentages for gold, I guess. Yeah, just work on a higher set. But the train's nice. Finn would be perfect on this based off the training. But that's kind of how I would go with that for the rotation. Next, we have Anthony Bass, 20. Black Diamond, but doesn't have a Black Diamond set. Dom, Touch, and Setup Man with a Deception Specialist. It's not bad, but Deception Specialist isn't great. So I'd aim for Overwhelming Pressure, Corner Work Master, or Key. They're a lot better. Train's not bad. I hope this hits S tier pitches based off how low the break is. Otherwise, you might need to retrain or add trainers. I'm not sure. It is really hard with normal cards to get S tier while also having a high left side, so it can't really knock you too much for that. 12, 13, or no, 12, 12. He does not hit Dom because your location's high, so I would definitely work off some of these. This one especially, the location one, you definitely need to put that to velocity because he does not hit Dom, so Dom is kind of suffering. Because I think my math is right. Probably isn't, but I think it is. Next we have Mesa. Winning streak, Inning Eater, Setup Man. It's okay. I mean, gold skills obviously are better, but you got to do what you got to do. Again, I would check for S tier pitches. Break is low. Train is not bad. Trainers are definitely had a fastball with Corner Work Master. That's nice. Next we have Icorn, Pitcher's Insight, Fixer, Dom with Overwhelming Pressure, nice. So he definitely hits Dom 7, 5. Yep, perfect. Trains is not bad. It is a little high to the right, but it's probably good enough. I would definitely try to get a little more to the left, but that is just me. But yeah, otherwise not bad. PI sucks. It's low level, but I have the same thing. But I think Finn on my Sig Hodge on my Cubs, he sucks, but got to deal with it. Finn, Touch, Iron Will, Bad Breaker. I would try to retrain this, definitely, unless you need this for S tier, because that is a lot of break that you probably don't need, especially with this left side suffering. I would also probably take Iron Will higher than Touch. 75 is good enough. It'll probably be better than Touch. Jansen, Boss, Dom, IE, Deception Specialist. Train's not bad. Little low location. Break is definitely high as well. He also does not hit Dom. It is only 3, or not even. It's 3 for Finn. So it doesn't hit Finn or Dom. So you'll definitely have to retrain or mainly rework the trainers, and probably retrain to get a little higher left side. The only problem with all these normals is you gotta accept the S tier pitches as well. And then we have Trevor Richards, PChem, and then we have Sutter as your closer. Bullpen Day, Boss, Setup Man, Train. Ooh, that's a lot to the right concerning the low location. So I would definitely retrain this. And you have a lot of trainers to fastball. It definitely doesn't need this much. I'd also check if his break hits S tier. Definitely should retrain this. It sucks to give up the high velocity, but the location's way too low. Fastball's way too high with the trainers. I'm not sure how much trainer love you have, but I would definitely look to redo that. But otherwise, looking good. I'm not sure where this finishes, but for the most part, getting some more BD cards, working on those, bluing Sutter, getting some higher level sets throughout, especially on your higher level cards like Teoscar, even Price eventually, is definitely something. I don't know what your backup situation is for pitcher, but I feel like you did have another Sig pitcher in the backups, but I'm not 100%. But other than that, it looks pretty good, and hopefully some of this helped, and hopefully I said the right things. All right, next up, we got Goldy Fan. So he does have his YouTube channel. I can link it below in this video. He doesn't do a ton of content anymore, but he does have some stuff, and he has decent advice in the Discord. So he has a Cardinals deck, 128.3. I think he's give or take on average a Platinum 3 finisher. So obviously, pretty high level team. Definitely higher level than 2018's Jays. The difference is the funding. Goldy Fan does invest, whereas 2018 I'm pretty sure does not spend on the Jays. So there is that contrast. But starting off, I think he has Batter's Chem on his Molitor. Nice. And then he has Pools Prime, which is out of game. Super sick. Low set. Ludwig. And I think the rest of these guys are mostly just a bench. Yeah, just to fill in. Starting off, Stan Musial, out of game Sig. Absolutely disgusting card. 74 base. Amazing for Contact Master. Hard hitter. Prediction. Absolutely unbelievable card for starters. And he's in right field. Train already looks fantastic. Definitely the right speed, high speed. Bad ball hitter, prediction, spotlight. Very good set. Obviously, the eye is high at 82 with the legend base stat adjust from field, which is exactly where you should take it from. And the diamond trainer, power hitter, high percentage line drive. Can't really get any better than that. That's amazing. Pretty much nothing you can do on this set except for get a 3-3-3, which is at that point like just such a down the line thing. You don't even have to worry about it. Next, we have Jack Clark. If I'm not mistaken, this is his DH. Super high left side. Wow, that train is crazy. Is this Contact Master? Born to be a Star, prediction, charisma, once again. So another 5 base stat adjust to get that to 86. I'm not sure if prediction caps. I know that Contact Master caps, Master Base Thief, maxes. Like there's caps. I don't know if prediction does, so I'm not sure if 86 is within, but I'm going to assume it is. But the base stat adjust from field, because field's not needed. High power, low-ish contact. It's not the worst. Though. It's not super far off. I feel like maybe a little bit more to contact would be fine. If not a huge deal. We got a guess hitter. Decent percentages. Guess hitter is not really that good. At least the swing and miss percentage isn't super high because that really blows. Sets 3-3-3. He has a Born to be a Star curse. I know that. He has a lot of them. But set looks really nice. Next up, we have Eddie Murray. Yeah. 5-tool, hard hitter, charisma. Pretty good. Charisma with hard hitter is pretty much what you want every time. It's pretty much a mandatory thing to have charisma with hard hitter in terms of success. Having hard hitter. So good 5-tool train. I'm not sure what threshold this reaches. I don't really feel like doing the math, if I'm being honest. I think I've seen him say 105 before, so I'm going to assume it's between 100 and 107, which is where you kind of want it for Supremes anyways. Power's up to 81. Beautiful. Batting eye, not in the right position, but it is a diamond trainer. If I'm being honest, I would honestly look, I don't know how well this does, but a power hitter, line drive machine, or what's the other one? Power or line drive machine or leading hitter as a gold with position option. It honestly might do better. I feel like if you have one for the first base position with decent-ish percentages, it wouldn't hurt to look and see if that's the case, if it's better than the batting eye. If not, then that's, of course, good to have because you could use this for a craft. Obviously, the first percentage is high, the second percentage is low, which is what you want with these. But that is something you could test out. I'm not sure what you have. Next, we have Ray Langford, Batter's Insight, 5-tool BIU. I don't know how well this performs for you. He's in your 4-hole, which is interesting because Batter's Insight blows. Below 3-2 especially, but it's also just not even that good at 3-2 or higher, realistically. But decent 5-tool train, home run hitter, center field, that's nice. Definitely hunt a higher set and definitely hunt something other than Batter's Insight because I'm not sure how this does for you at 3-3-1, but I know from experience from some of my cards, Batter's Insight 3-3-1s aren't amazing. It helped that my teams had worse hitters, so it looked a little better and it was usable. But for you, I feel like this is definitely something you should try to work off. As of right now, from looking, that should be number one priority with premiums or legendary skill change tickets, but we'll see if that changes. Next, we got Arenado with the Become a Legend skin at third base. Born to be a Star spot, 5-tool, and a really nice train. We have leading hitter, right field. Okay. That's fine. Position option could be changed. I don't know if you have that. I don't know if I would. I mean, the percentages aren't terribly high. The first one's low. The second one's, I think, middle to high-ish. So it wouldn't be too bad to work through. But it's a good set again. Born to be Star 3-3-3, so hard to work off that. Next, we have a Ledmies Diaz, 16, 68 base shortstop. We have a line drive machine to all, not a bad. Born to be a Star, 5-tool spot. So 5-tool and Born to be a Star is great to have on your shortstop. 3-3-1, definitely. I'm sure you're working to work off this because it's Born to be a Star, but I would definitely try to work on that. 3-3-1, get a higher set, of course. But having Born to be a Star and 5-tool at your shortstop, it's hard to pass up. For sure, I know that for sure. It definitely helps you with your feeling and all that. Next, we have Lars Nootbaar. Was he left field? Left field, so good speed. Power is definitely a little lower. We have leading hitter, nice. Hard hitter, charisma, strength, and the strength. Okay, you have charisma again. I would definitely work on this. Maybe before Langford. I'm not sure who does worse, but I would work on one of these two first. Hard hitter is way too low for him. At least you have charisma, but it's way too low. Train's not bad, at least. But yeah, definitely something you got to work off. But good diamond trainer again. Colton Wong, Born to be a Star, prediction, charisma. I feel like doing a base stat to I might help a little bit, but I think otherwise it's decent. I mean, a Sig second baseman would probably do good. I think Gorman is pretty much all you have since Wong's out of the game. And then, what did I see? Home run hitter at second, nice. Based off the train, I'm wondering if you have ground baller. If not, I would honestly maybe retrain because this is a lot of fielding and not a lot of hitting. But we'll see. But if you don't have ground baller, I would retrain this. If you do have ground baller, I like the train a little. I would still retrain it because power and I could definitely use a little more. With contact already being higher than both of them on the base stat and having a lot of contact. So I'd probably do that, and I would even fix the trainers and try to get way more to power and I. Balance it out. because it's a bit unbalanced. And finally, we have Molina, Born to be a Star. Again, barrel it up and RBI machine. Super high fielding train. I like it. Elite fielding. Perfect. I know he was kind of hunting laser beam. He might not be anymore. Born to be a Star on your catcher. Exactly what you want. No real complaints there. I'm not really sure what you're doing skill-wise here. If you're greening for laser beam, keep going with that. If not, I guess you might want a blue, get a third, so that he hits better. But from the hitting side, it looks decent. Now, for the pitching side, his ace, Jack Flaherty, 19. I know he's a big train guy. He likes to keep his trains as good as possible. So we got 34 to the left, 3 stamina. Pretty good right. Trainer-wise, definitely high on the break, but it's not bad. And we have slow starter, ground baller, ace. Yeah, so there's ground baller. I would still retrain Wong. I think his left side is so unbalanced. Keeping the right side keeping feeling at 16 plus or whatever, that's perfectly fine. I just think the left side needs to be balanced out. Contact needs to be shorted a little more. But that's a really nice set. Nasty pitch. Not a bad diamond trainer. I think that's probably third best, if I'm not mistaken. Now we have Dick Hughes. Fireballer, Finn, Boss. Pretty good set. Finn is exactly what you want. Boss obviously sucks. You got the double nerf. Premium blues might not hurt on this set. Getting rid of Boss. Keeping Finn for Fireballer. Getting Mess. Ground baller again, since you are trained for it. I'm not sure what your threshold is. I'm going to assume it's over 500. But premium bluing Boss might not be the worst, especially on the 333. The train looks amazing again. 3 stamina. Super high left side. Trainer's nice. And Razzie Fastball Specialist, not bad. And then the base stat for that. Cool. Adam Wainwright, 20. Another 3 stamina train. High left side. You got, 31? Yep. That looks decent. Low fastball. Control Master, Boss, Finn. Again, that could be another premium blue target. Get off of Finn or Boss. Even greens, if you really wanted premium greens. I don't know if I would do that necessarily, because then you'd have to start doing blues. With my luck of blues and with what other people's luck with blues sound like, probably not a great idea. But it is a possibility since you are double nerfing with Control Master. But you don't have to. Corner Work Master, gold with reliever. I would try to switch that to a starting one if it's Corner Work Master, overwhelming pressure, even as gold. It's not amazing to have an out of position gold, in my opinion. I think out of position diamond is fine, but gold, it's a little bit on the sketchier side, in my opinion. So if you could find a starting one, that would be better. If not, not a huge deal. It'll just definitely, I think, it'll benefit you in the long term. This is your highest train for stamina, but still good. 32 to the left. Fireballer, Finn, Mess. I like Mess shorted. It's exactly what you should do. Mess is amazing shorted. Same thing with slow starter, of course. But trainer looks good. Bat breaker, not bad. Getting a diamond trainer would be great. Slow starter, Boss, Finn on Glavin. I know he's working on this. I think he has Fireballer in his backup set. So slow starter, for those of you who don't know, is not what you want on a starting pitcher legend. You want Fireballer or Control Master mainly. Workhorse is good for the high stamina ones, but slow starter is pretty much a no-go for legend starters. Does not run well at all. I know from his experience, but also from my experience as well, does not work well. Gets rocked a little. Another really nice train. Starting pitcher, nasty pitch, nice. Then we have Jason Mott. Control Master, Dom, Iron Will. That's a filthy set. Decent enough fastball. Definitely could be worse. That's a low break, but good on you to get that trained up. Good left side again. That's 38, 2 stamina, 333. That's a great set. Corner Work Master, beautiful. Then we have Ken Daly, Co-op, Ground Baller, and Boss. Corner Work Master again, nice. Not a bad train. A little high on the stamina for the pen. I like to keep it at max at 5. I will not go over 5 if I'm doing a train. Some of my teams have over 5, but those trains weren't done by me necessarily, or I haven't been focused on in a while. I do like having break 3. It looks pretty good. Boss on co-op isn't amazing because Boss is heavily nerfed. So the one thing with co-op, you definitely want to have non-nerfable. So I think getting Dom on this would be really good. I'm not saying you should necessarily, but Dom with co-op, ground baller would be really good, I think. Low nerf count. Definitely can be elite. But still good that you have ground baller, at least in just Boss. Then we have Steve Klein, 331, Fireballer, Finn, good. Winning streak, that's fine. You have a diamond trainer, rising fast. Whoa, can't speak. Rising Fastball Specialist. Pretty good train again. Looks good to me. Getting a third would be great. Gomber, Control Master Fin Setup Man, Overwhelming Pressure Reliever. Good train again, ish, high stamina, but the left side looks decent. Get a little more to the left side. Did I say left side twice? The right side looks decent, the left side could use a little more considering the stamina. I hope this hits S tier. It might, but it does look low. Helsley 22, Fireballer Dom, low set. Train's not bad either. And then Cornerwork Master as well. And I'm going to assume Chem, yep. And then Gallegos, 331, Elite Closer, Bullpen Day Dom. I'm not sure how this does for you. I've seen people have Dom at 8 and Elite Closer at 4 with this type of set. And then Cornerwork Master, Closing Pitcher, high percentage, that's really nice. Train is nice. It's definitely high on the break, but 2 stamina is nice. I feel like this could be a retrain candidate down the line, but probably not. Probably safe like that. Yeah, you did a high left, so that's nice. And 9, 4, and yeah, he just hits Dom perfectly. So yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, trainers, I would try to swap. Who was it? Yeah, try to get Wainwright as starting pitcher 1. Get some reskill Langford and Newbar, Diaz eventually. Figure out what you're doing with Yachty. And then, obviously, get some get some Sig Luck in the pen, and I think you'll be golden. Alright, and to end the video, definitely a long one, but last but not least, we have Orca's Los Angeles Dodgers team. So, I think he's free to play. I'm not 100%, but I think he is. Starting off, Belly has batter's chemistry, perfect. Sucks that it's on such a high base card. But to be honest, it doesn't really look like your outfield needs it. I mean, over Win, I guess, would have been nice. That's a 2 overall difference, but can't really complain about having batter's chemistry because my Cubs still doesn't. But starting off, we have Mookie Betts 23 Prime. I think he has 5 tool on this. He does. Contact Master 5 tool, Slugger Instinct, perfect. Slugger Instinct is literally getting rebuffed, I think, tonight as I film this or within the next few days. So this should turn out better. Getting a gold trainer on him would be great, if possible. Even position option ones would be good. You have Line Drive Machine at catcher. That's fine. Lowest percentage, but it's better than, no diamond trainer. I like that you got contact up. That's what you want. I'm not sure what this hits. I think it's around 90. But it looks good. Trainers look good as well. Next we have Machado 18. I love this card. I just got his normal on my Dodgers. I got a 3-3 hard hitter set. So I may be sig changing that. That could be soon to come, in the future. All depends, but we got my job machine for third base, nice. Batters Insight, Spotlight Prediction. Got the eye up, which is good. That's what you want. Definitely low set, especially with Batters Insight. Definitely don't want anything usually below a 3-3-1 with BI, but it's fine for where you're at. Definitely could be worse. Next, we have Gehrig. Born to be a Star Prediction 5 tool. You do have him 5 tool trained. Nice. Okay. Prediction, don't even need to base that eye. Exactly. It's 83. 84 is good enough. And then, getting speed up to help your train is nice as well. Leading hitter. Wow. High percentage. That's amazing. Looks really good. I'm going to assume he's your best hitter. And then we have Chipper at DH. Born to be a Star. Barrel it up. Slugger Instinct. Like I said, this should be buffed as well. Field is low, of course, but it's a solid train. Yeah, solid train. You could honestly take a little more from eye to try to get to contact with the trainers. Like this one, I would honestly try to move off of it, get a little more contact, try to even it out. But they're only 4 off, so it's really not a huge deal if you do or don't. But next we have Win, Contact Master, Strength and Strength, Slugger Instinct. Depending on how Slugger's Instinct comes out of this update, I would honestly max Slugger Instinct potentially over Strength and Strength, depending on how the update changes it. Since he is a righty, Strength and Strength isn't exactly ideal, but it's fine for where you're at. I would potentially max Slugger Instinct after the update, realistically, and then you have a guess hitter. That's fine. Can't really get the power up because you got to get the contact up with Contact Master. I would also retrain. I would keep Power 1, I2, and get Speed 3, and get Contact even lower. Because it gives... Let me pull up the chart. Somewhere around 20-ish, I want to say, for 77. Let me see. 77 at level 6, it gives you 28 to Contact. So 28 from this, it boosts it to what? I can't do math. High. That gives you 161, I think. Yeah, 161. So I would definitely redo that and then get speed 3. I would aim for sub 6 on Contact, honestly, 6 or 7. And then get fielding lower as well since he is in right field. But yeah, looks good. Sean Green Prime, 73 base. Really good card. Low I. He is in corner, so I would honestly rework it a little. I do like having I where it is though, speed where it is. I would try to do the trainers more to I than Contact and Power, like heavy on I because it is so much lower. Table Setter Masterclass, that's alright. Batter's Insight, low again. Strength and Strength, that's okay. It's good enough for now, I guess, but it's not an amazing set. Definitely would like for you to move off that at some point with a prime, especially, but decent enough for now. Dusty Baker Sig, Babble Hitter, I think he's working greens on this, or he needs greens on this, so I'm not going to be upset about that. But he's in center. It's not bad. Train is solid. Eyes a little low. Speed and field are at least even. I would try to get both over 120 each. In my opinion, like you could take away this, do a little more here since he is in center. Line drive machine, which is nice. Grandal, laser beam 5 tool, perfect. Oh, wow, that's a lot. That's nice. And I would try to get elite fielding. I don't know if you do or don't. But I would definitely try to do that. Oh my god, I can't click properly. Yeah. And then Seager, I know he was rolling greens on this, but his green luck sucks. Just like my blue luck sucks. Chance 333, that's nice. Leading hitter at shortstop, beautiful. Train is alright. It's not amazing, but it's decent enough. It'll be decent for ground baller, which is nice if you have that, or if you ever do land that, it would be very good for that. But I definitely would want to get I higher. And with Chance, honestly, get power a little lower. You don't really need it to be high. So I would honestly go like I1, Contact 2, Field 3, but then have power close. So like similar to this, if you could swap power and I basically in this train, I think that's probably what you look for. Maybe, but have I1, and then it's good. Then for pitchers, we have Derek Lowe, Fireballer, Finn Dom, low set, not great. Train's not bad. At least you get over 30 on the left side. We got Nasty Pitch. That's fine. It's not a great set. It's low. Finn and Dom together is also terrible for the most part. So definitely work for a higher set, especially because he's a SIG. Granky Prime, Fireballer Finn, Inning Eater. Probably going to want to blue that. Nice-ish train. High fastball trainers, probably because you need S tier. Corner Rickmaster on closing pitcher. That's fine. Jerry Roos. Co-op Finn ground baller. That's not bad. It's definitely not ideal. Ace would probably have been ideal with co-op, especially as a starting pitcher, because co-op as a starter isn't amazing. Ground baller is good, so I can understand the Seager train. Nice train as well. I like it. 30 to the left exactly. Then we have Kirsch 11, slow starter, Mess Tom, low level. Good train though. Definitely get some better trainers, some gold ones if you can eventually. And then we have the wife beater, the woman beater, with a 618. Wow, that is low, to say the least. We have a silver special trainer, which sucks, but try to get higher one, get a gold one. Train's nice though, I'll say that. Yeah, definitely gonna need another set. Honestly, just get a better setting pitcher than Urias. This is his best year, I guess. But now we got Kuo 08 in the pen. No legend set. Definitely work on him. I would also redo your base adjust. You're not getting the position option. You literally only need 2, so you only need really silver base out adjust. I'd also retrain. Train's not really good either. Definitely way too much to the right and to stamina. Combined, get 5 or less on the stamina. Get 30 plus on the left side. Trainers aren't bad, but definitely got to redo that. And make sure you hit Dom, of course, which you do. But yeah, I would definitely retrain that. I'd even get break 3 because it's so low, and then just focus on the left side. Then we got Jansen 17, slow starter, ground baller Finn. I would take Finn to max. I would retrain this eventually as well. Get a higher left, get lower stamina. Deception specialist, not bad. Good for his break. Ferguson, bullpen day ground baller. I don't know what this set level is, but I do like it. I would blue this because of ground baller. I'm not sure what your threshold is, but I'd try to get that over 500. But I do like this set. Not a bad one. Train's alright. I hope this hits S tier. If not, I would work on that. Then we got Howl, Control Master, Thin Ice. I don't know what level this set is either. I hope it's 3 through 3. If it's 3 through 3, fantastic. If not, that sucks. I'm not sure what these levels are, but this needs greens as well. Vesia, Pecan. I would put Vesia at long reliever and put need a. I can't say that. Put him at middle reliever. In my opinion, pick off. I would also move the zone control off of Vesia because you have pitcher's chemistry on him. So I would honestly move that to like Jansen. Move Need to Ferner or whatever. Corner Work Master, nice. Please be Iron Will, perfect. Oh, this is beautiful. Now this is the best set I've seen all night. I think. Besides Gehrig, and Chipper, maybe this is the best set I've seen. Bullpen Day, Mess, Iron Will, perfect. Completely avoids Nurse. The train is a little too much to fastball, and a little too much to location, or not location, stamina. Wow, I'm tripping. But otherwise, it looks good. I mean, get some diamond trainers. This is probably one of your better cards in terms of skill wise. Get some better sets. Get some green luck, especially emphasis on the green luck. And I think he'll be golden. I know he finishes, in and around gold. So keep that going. I think you'll have some success. But that pretty much wraps up the first team review. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, feel free to like, subscribe, and share to help expand my viewership, reach new viewers, and help grow the channel. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video.